Little known fact, Marvin, the Peltzer family are now billionaires because Randall invented the cordless phone and the one-cupper coffee maker. Sold that shit to Keurig.
The bathroom buddy is an essential piece of kit. All right.
Watching this
imagine
movie,
brushing your teeth with a gripping a thing like this.
Yeah, right. Like this. Fucking. Let me just flick out my razor real quick.
Go ahead, open it.
Watching this movie though, it was pretty funny because this came out in 1984. So
Yeah.
I would imagine long before like a single cup coffee maker existed.
And this was yeah.
No, I was pretty surprised. They had the cordless phone that she was using. It was pretty funny to see. Gremlins is one of those movies that makes you appreciate A, how far technology has come in a relatively small amount of time, and B, how maybe in some cases older special effects like animatronics and puppetry is actually better than CGI.
True.
Yeah.
We've talked about this quite a few times on the channel. Marvin, we know you got your issues with old special effects.
If it's not good CGI, it's bad.
If it's not, yeah.
And
This was good.
You thought this was good?
Yeah.
So
No
this is
problem for me.
animatronics, puppetry.
Yes, real effects.
shit. Yeah.
Real shit.
Love it.
It's that real shit.
You know, and obviously by today's standards, it looks a little cheesy. It looks a little like
I thought it looked
unrealistic.
I
great.
guess so.
No, it
Yeah.
The
looks great.
gremlin in the little blender, the gremlin in the microwave. Oh my god.
It's charming, is what it is. Similarly, with
you
like,
gotta love to hate the gremlins, man.
yeah.
God.
So Gremlins.
I don't hate the Gremlins.
No.
I
don't
They're some
hate
little
them.
bastards, but I love them. I love their antics.
Well, listen, there's a deeper
Yeah.
message to this movie that we'll get into, but Gremlins, as I said, came out in 1984, directed by Joe Dante and written by Chris Columbus. This movie is a powerhouse of 80s crushers.
So not directed by Spielberg, which they splattered his name across
No, Spielberg
the front of the thing.
Spielberg was an executive producer on this, as was
course.
the woman we were just talking about not too long ago, Kathleen Kennedy. Chris Columbus, who wrote this, very, I mean, I don't know if famous is really the right word, but he's done a lot of big movies in his time. A lot of recent movies too. He did the Night of the Museum movies. He's been around for a long time. He directed Home Alone.
Ooh.
So he's been a big part of movies, and in this case, he comes in as a writer, and he's talked about Gremlins being like it was like a, I guess, special story for him.
Yeah.
But Joe Dante directing it. It
feels like a short story come to life. is
Kind
what
of.
Gremlins feels like.
a little bit. Joe Dante directing it though is a little bit of a little bit out of his wheelhouse. Joe Dante, he's more known for directing horror type stuff. He got his break directing a horror movie called Piranha back in the 70s.
That's a great movie.
He's got a movie in the 80s called The Howling. He's done some Twilight
Another
Zone
great movie.
stuff, Gremlins,
Mhm.
The Burbs, which is one of the best comedies ever made. Another horror comedy, as Gremlins is credited horror comedy. And
See it?
and then he did the movie Small Soldiers in the 90s. I don't know if you guys remember that. Very Gremlins-like, except with toys.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
shit was good.
yeah,
that was
that's
a great movie.
That's a great movie. And Joe Dante
Well-
was also part of the Masters of Horror series with Wes Craven and John Carpenter and those guys. What were you going to say, Marvin? Sorry.
It makes sense that they got him, though. I mean, I was reading that the story was originally more dark. Like, at the beginning, they were about to kill Gizmo and eat the dog and all kinds of
Yes.
fucking dark shit.
Yeah.
Mogwai. I don't know, some Chinese word. I just call him Gizmo. He seems to like it.
Gremlins, as everybody knows and loves it, it's the story of the mogwai. Little old Gizmo. There's only a
Gizmo.
couple rules, Marvin. I don't understand. What the fuck? People can't follow it. You don't fucking give them bright light. They don't like it. Don't get them wet.
Fucking Pete.
And don't feed them after midnight. What's so hard to fucking understand?
It was Pete.
But really, the movie, I think the undertone is that like human beings are just way too irresponsible to properly deal with nature's gifts, whatever form
Yes.
they take. That much is very clear. The cast of this movie too, 80s powerhouse actors. Zach Galligan is Billy. I don't know if he's really been in much after this.
Not a whole lot, no.
Yeah, he hasn't really done too much. But you got Phoebe Cates, the masturbatory subject of so many young boys' dreams in the 80s, from her famous topless scene in Fast
She's a
Times at
looker.
Ridgemont High.
Yeah. Mhm.
Hoyt Axton, Randall Peltzer in this film.
Ooh, my boy Rand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The horrific inventor. Can't forget John Louis as Chinese boy. He's nobody. I just thought that was a really funny credit. And
That's great.
and Judge Reinhold, our boy from Beverly Hills Cop. Really funny to see him in this movie as as like the fucking villain, the junior vice president at 23. Is he so proudly?
Our boy
exclaimed.
Mike is up in here too.
Is he really? I didn't notice him in this.
Yeah, he was playing a good guy for once. It was weird to see that.
And we got the 80s OG himself, fucking Corey.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman in this as a baby. Little
Mhm.
baby Feldman going into an older gentleman's attic by himself without any supervision.
Oh, isn't he?
Can't be having little kids up in your attic in this day and age. That was some 80s shit for sure.
Yeah.
That would not fly in a 2022 movie. There'd be a lot of people angry on Twitter about that.
Well, Corey Feldman told a story about it. Nobody believed him.
Not in this film though.
No, not in this.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you were getting at. Okay.
No, not in this.
I was gonna say my boy Zach Galligan, bro. What are you doing?
I don't know. There could be people involved in this.
But yeah, I mean, pretty simple plot. You know, you got these little fucking fantasy creatures from Shanghai, and little Billy gets one for Christmas from his dad. The rules are accidentally broken, and they unleash hell. We quickly find out that Gizmo isn't like his little furry friends. After they multiply, he has a drastically different temperament. They're all fucking looking to fucking kill and maim and cause chaos, and Gizmo's just chilling using his little 3D glasses and shit.
He knows the deal.
Could you imagine if they'd have killed Gizmo off in this movie, dude? That would have been
That should've
devastating.
been dark.
My God.
Oh my God.
If you want a lesson in how to market toys,
Oh yeah.
watch 80s movies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Because
yeah.
Gizmo driving around in that pink Barbie Corvette
Oh yeah. Yeah.
sold
yeah.
so many fucking toys.
There's a scene in this movie that I thought was really funny and interesting that they didn't really, I don't think, unless I missed it, I don't think they really go further into it. And the reason I brought it up is because there are some rumors swirling around, which I want to talk about. But we find out from the rantings of a drunk that there may be a little bit more to the Gremlin lore than we think. And you know, you got the former snowplow operator, Mr. Futterman, and he's stumbling out of the bar and he's talking about how the Chinese put gremlins in all their shit.
You gotta watch out for the foreigners because they plant gremlins in their machinery. That's the same gremlins brought down our planes in the big one.
They put them in cars, they put them in fucking lawnmowers or whatever to sort of like
Oh, shit.
destroy the innards of the machines to get
Yeah.
you to have to fix them.
Uh-huh.
Fucking commies.
Yeah, and in the movie, it's just like the mutterings of a madman. But
Yeah.
Turns out.
they never actually circle
Yeah.
back to address that. And I thought it was interesting because apparently there is a animation coming to Netflix in 2023. It was originally set to be on HBO Max, I think, but I think it's coming to Netflix. I could be wrong. So anybody
Mhm.
listening or watching, you can correct me. But it's called Gremlins: Secrets of the Mogwai. It's an animated
show, yes.
It's an animated series, and it's a prequel, and it's supposed to
Ooh.
explore the origins of the Mogwai in Shanghai
Yes.
and how they came
Oh,
to
that's
America. So maybe this prequel series will explore some of that stuff that the ranting and raving drunk lunatic said in this movie.
That would be interesting. I'll be down for that.
Yeah.
Poor neighbor, though. His good old American scenery got all his shit destroyed and him and his wife fucking
Yep.
murdered.
Yep. Unfortunate.
Talking shit about the foreign car and all that shit and got killed by good old American machinery.
Good old
brother.
American car parts. This movie gets fucking dark at one point. When they hatch, you got the
Oh my
mom.
God.
I
This-
was
this is
laughing
where,
so
like,
hard.
you're
Those
like-
could.
It gets into like horror style. This is what I love about this movie. it's rated PG. So this is, and then this is before PG-13 because.
But this was
rated
one
a
of the
lot
movies that
but
led to the PG-13.
This is one of the movies that led to it. But yeah, some of the shit in this movie.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Those cocoons are some gross shit.
Yeah.
Definitely reminds me of like Alien.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
for sure. The face huggers and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was laughing particularly hard though, because once they hatch is when the Joe Dante of it all really starts to come out, and the mom starts having
she
to
went
fight
off,
the fucking
dude.
horde in the house to fucking Xmas. I'm reading my notes to Christmas music.
Not my kitchen.
Yeah, that
sir.
Bing Crosby song was like oddly terrifying.
Oh,
yeah.
In that scene before.
Yeah, and she
Mama Peltzer.
slowly grabs the knife, and the
She
whole
went
movie.
ham on them gremlins, dude.
What's funny is that the whole movie she was very timid and like reserved, and she reminded me of the
Just
way
flipped.
she reminded me of the way my
Yeah,
grandmother
but
used
yeah.
to be.
No.
The way my grandmother used to be was like, oh, everything's okay, just sweep it under the rug. There's no problems. Like,
Yeah.
you know, just to create some false sense of normalcy. Like they're clearly broke and struggling, and the kid is having to like support
Yeah.
the household. And
Right.
you wouldn't tell from talking to her.
Right.
But now she's fucking wielding a knife, going on a fucking killing spree in her kitchen.
Mama Peltzer don't fuck around. Everyone deserves a mama like
Yep.
that.
Put
Bro.
them to the test and they will come through.
She blended one. She fucking Michael Myers stabbed one several times.
Several
Microwaved
times.
one.
She fucking threw
And
one in
you
a
see him
microwave.
you see him like dying in the
Yeah, on the
background later
counter,
on.
like,
He's just fucking dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might as well pinned him up against the pantry and did the Michael Myers head
yeah,
tilt,
might
right?
as well.
She threw the other one in the microwave. You watch his ass explode.
That shit was crazy.
I don't
This
want to hear.
movie makes you love seeing gremlins die.
Listen, I don't
That's
want to
what I
hear
love about
any
this
more
movie.
shit about Michael Myers, Freddy, and Jason as the top killers of the 80s, because it's all about Mama Pelter
Mama
at this
Peltzer.
point.
Pelter put it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
She held
Yeah.
it down.
She fucking racked up one hell of a body
But
count.
I don't know.
She was like
Billy,
the only one somehow that could stand against gremlins
Yeah, she's a
outside
mom,
the whole
dude.
fucking town.
Bro, you
Even the cop-
those
even the cops.
stupid gremlins in the movie theater that burned alive. It just warms the cockles of your heart. You know what I'm saying? Like
listen,
Billy's body count is a little bit higher than Mama because he burned a lot of them alive in that movie.
he did.
theater.
But moms,
He
listen,
did.
moms are built differently, dude.
I agree.
She's using her baking
Yeah.
pan as a shield and
yeah,
shit. Like
she
she
went to
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went
Nah.
to work in the kitchen.
very
Yeah.
impressed, very impressed. And at the climax of the movie, and obviously the Gremlins are very smart. You know, if you look at the thumbnail
yeah.
of this movie, the poster, cute, clever, mischievous, intelligent, and dangerous. They're like the fucking raptors in Jurassic Park, but like on crack. They were coordinating, fucking pulling the phone lines out, so unplugging his
yeah.
clock so he wouldn't know it was midnight.
That was
They
so
know that
funny.
if they eat after midnight, they're fucking transforming
They
into
just know.
Giga Gremlins. They know, dude. They're knowing.
Stripe jumping into the pool was way too smart. That
Yeah.
was some 300 IQ shit.
That's what I'm
right there.
saying.
This whole movie makes you feel like it would be like if it was Mom Pelter sitting down telling Billy a nighttime story when he was like 12. Like this is the type of scary story
Right,
she
Right.
would tell him to shut the fuck up and go to bed because it's Christmas.
right.
Yeah.
Like it's like one of those came to life type stories. And that's why it's so fun
Yeah.
and it's imaginative. And I just love it because the good guys are the good guys. The bad guys are the bad guys. The gremlins, you love to hate them.
Yeah.
Turn them up in a blender, blow them up in a microwave. It's fun. Love it.
Yeah.
They don't mean no harm. They got good hearts, bro.
Apparently, there is a Gremlins 3 in the works. And Zach
Damn.
Galligan is confirmed, supposedly. We don't know about Phoebe Cates and some of the other cast, but
Yeah.
Zach Galligan tweeted a couple years back, 30 years, there has never been another sequel remotely like it. Even today, it continues to delight and astonish viewers. And he posted, a Gremlins 2 poster. But there have been rumblings that that Gremlins 3 is coming.
They're
Let's
making a
go.
third one.
Yeah.
It's not rumblings.
It's gonna be
happening.
crazy.
Yeah, Chris Columbus has talked
Hope-
about it. Sorry, what were you
Hopefully
saying,
they don't
Marvin?
over CGI it though.
Well, according to these reports, these stories is that they are explicitly not going to do CGI. That's why I brought that up
Oh,
in the
wow.
beginning of the movie, because you know listen, CGI is great when it's done right and it looks fantastic.
Classic special effects are where it's at.
Yeah, sure. But what I'm saying is like there is something to be said about CGI. It's definitely a fine line, but you know, I'll be interested to see Gremlins 3. That'd be one of the sequels that I'm excited for. I think the movie probably got delayed quite a bit due to COVID, so we'll see when it's set to come out. But that'll be certainly something I'm looking for. I love Gremlins. I think everybody who's ever seen it loves Gremlins. How could you really not?
It's a great Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's definitely a great Christmas
Top
movie.
5? No. Top 10? It's top 10 arguable.
And I've always wanted a Gizmo, so
True.
that's also part of it.
Yeah.
Real shout out to the high school science teacher who fucking jams a needle into this poor thing and keeps it in a cage. Like, why would you take it to a fucking high school biology teacher, like, to test it? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it with me. I'll run some fucking experiments on it. Give me a fucking break, dude.
That's that 80s
so
cheese.
So we got a 7.3 on IMDb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm giving it a 7. Definitely a little bit of nostalgia bias, but that's okay.
Think so?
Yeah. Why, you don't think that's
Little
okay?
No, that's fine. I think I say that all the time. So yeah.
Or are you questioning the fact that it has nostalgia bias?
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying.
No, I
Well,
mean,
I'll give it a nostalgia bias boost and give it a 7.5.
all right. How about you, Marvin?
Damn, yeah. I'll probably give it a 7.5. Keep it around there.
Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
take the nostalgia out of it again. Dusty, like he said, it's very imaginative. It's got a little bit of everything. Not really so much scary, but there are like little creepy-ish moments in the movie.
Listen, I was 4 years old when this movie came out and I was able to watch it. So when you see somebody like attacking a gremlin in a kitchen, a little scary when you're 4 years old.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. There's our thoughts on Gremlins, classic Christmas movie.
Classic.
Classic.
Let us know what you think about Gremlins in the comments down below. If you click on that playlist over there, you can see some of the other movies that we've reviewed on the channel. And if you like the video, consider subscribing if you have not done so already. And we'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.
Asta.